Like anything that we've ever created or invented, humans have always found a way to create trash. Trash and waste in the form of materials not being used, radioactive waste, pollution, oil and gas production waste, and it somehow just ends up in our air or in our oceans, and it's just left there for the next generation to figure it out. As we continue to explore space in the next 5 years and beyond, I don't think our habits will change too much, at least not in the near future. One of the biggest issues with launching spacecraft is all the debris that's left behind in space. Old satellites combined with discredited rocket parts have created a layer of waste around Earth, and there are millions of pieces here that just surround the world. Space debris poses a danger not only to the spacecraft but also to the humans inside of it. And NASA and other space agencies around the world have agreed that there is a huge problem here. But there is a solution, and it takes us back to the old mantra we had in school: reduce, reuse, recycle, especially recycle. If we can manufacture, assemble, refurbish, and refuel objects and spacecrafts in space, why can we not recycle? Many of you think that this might be impossible, but recycling here on Earth wasn't so common about 50 years ago, at least to the degree it is now. So instead of waiting before we are forced to recycle, why don't we as a society just make an effort now to start recycling space debris before it causes a major issue for all of us? There was a warning given in the 70s called the Kessler syndrome, which talks about a cascade of orbital debris that could obstruct human space ambitions and activities in the future. I mean, imagine not being able to go to space because humans have created so much waste, and it would pose a serious threat when launching. By repairing, repurposing, and recycling satellites, which are space trash, at a facility in Earth's orbit, that space trash may be used in future exploration outposts, or like a base on the moon or a base that orbits Earth. Using what is already in the orbit minimizes the need for a launch and also reduces space debris. Satellite recycling might not only provide the raw material required, but it also provides a source of revenue to help fund it. If these satellites are no longer operational, at least the chassis or other materials on the satellite may be used for other things. I know this is possible because we have created some of the most advanced cameras in space, so we can definitely create a way to recycle that trash and help clearing up our skies. If this still sounds too science fiction-y, there are other ways that have been created. NASA has created a test rig called the Orbital Syngas Commodity Augmentation Reactor, also known as OSCAR, which is able to turn solid trash into gas. As part of OSCAR's project, researchers look into ways of how we can convert trash and human waste into valuable gases such as methane, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and they can blend it like in a synthetic gas blend, which is called syngas. This would be a major step in creating a positive future for us in space. It shows that we're learning from our mistakes, and just because space is abundant, it does not mean that we can allow it to turn into a garbage dump. Space agencies are already doing their part by making rockets more reusable, and as our coordination gets better and the likelihood of creating space debris decreases, we will be able to create a greener and safer environment for the next generation of space explorers. One of the benefits of space exploration is international cooperation. Although the age of space began more competitively, especially between the USA and Soviet Union, those countries now work together on projects such as the International Space Station, and that partnership works really well in space. And the space agencies work really well together, regardless of what political issues that are going on in the country at the time. By working together for a common purpose, it may ease tensions for the countries on the ground. Space is the final frontier, and the potential for jobs and opportunities are endless. Space has always given more opportunities for technological advancements in health, military, and other kinds of industries. So there are strong technical, political, and economic implications. And I mean, cleaning up space trash is a extremely ethical thing to do. Hopefully our countries and space agencies act soon, because I don't want trash to block the view for my kids, and hopefully me, when we do go into space and get the chance to look back at our world. Thank you for listening.